All right, so get ready to bundle up, listeners, because today we're going on a deep dive.
To Antarctica.
You got it, the coldest,
Windiest.
and honestly, I think the most mysterious continent
Oh, for sure.
on Earth.
Yeah.
Antarctica.
Definitely.
We're going way beyond the penguins and icebergs everyone thinks about.
Right.
We've got this documentary transcript that's packed with,
scientific reports.
Yeah, and some pretty out there theories, I gotta say.
Yeah, some wild speculation.
About what's under all that ice.
Yeah, what lies hidden.
So what's so cool about Antarctica?
Well, it's more than just, this frozen wasteland.
Right.
It could have clues to, our past.
Oh, wow.
And even answers about, what's going on right now.
Interesting.
And maybe even hints about what's coming next, the future.
Okay, yeah, so that's what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Sifting through the facts, speculation, and just seeing if we can figure out what's really going on with these Antarctic mysteries.
And uncover the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I thought was really interesting was how fast the ice is melting.
Oh, yeah.
Because of global warming, obviously.
It's really alarming, the rate.
Yeah.
Like this documentary, it highlights these glaciers that span, get this, 1/8 of East Antarctica's entire coastline.
1/8?
Yeah.
That's a huge chunk of the coastline.
Yeah, and they're melting so fast because of the warming seas.
Wow, what's that going to do to the rest of the world?
I mean, if these glaciers all melt, sea level's going to rise.
Oh, my.
By several feet.
Wow.
Imagine coastal cities, right?
Oh, man.
Millions of people displaced worldwide.
That's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
So it's not just
some abstract.
Right, like a science thing.
Advanced concept, yeah.
This is actually going to affect people.
Real people, their lives. And it'd be devastating.
Right. But so on the other hand, though, the melting ice.
Yeah, this is interesting.
It could show us things that have been hidden.
Right, for a long time.
For centuries.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially.
And we have NASA to thank for this, actually.
Oh.
Their Operation Ice Bridge. For years, they've been taking these 3D images of the Antarctic ice. And it's all
publicly available.
Yeah.
Wow, I wonder what they're going to find as the ice melts.
Makes you wonder, right?
Yeah, are we talking treasures?
Yeah.
Or warnings?
Could be.
Ooh, warnings, like what?
Well, there could be ancient viruses and bacteria trapped in the ice.
Yeah, right.
They can stay there for millennia, and then the ice melts.
Yeah.
They get released.
And then it's being
people and animals.
Yeah, human and animal health.
Oh, okay, so that's a little scary.
Yeah.
But really interesting. Let's switch gears a little bit.
And talk about these structures under the ice.
Yeah, these potential ancient structures.
People are saying they're man-made.
Yeah, based on satellite images.
Have they seen anything specific?
Well, we got to be careful, right?
Sure, yeah.
Jumping to conclusions.
Yeah.
But some of these images, they show walls. Yeah, and blocks, even pyramid-like shapes.
Like pyramids?
Yeah.
Under the ice.
There's even this one from Google Earth.
Okay.
That looks like it's like a 400-foot wide oval.
Wow.
Like a medieval Motte and Bailey castle,
A castle in Antarctica.
Buried under the ice.
That's wild.
It is pretty wild.
Do you think it's possible that there was a whole civilization there before the ice?
I mean, it's a really cool thought, right?
Yeah.
But scientifically, everyone agrees that Antarctica was ice-free.
Okay.
Millions of years ago, which is way before humans.
We're around, yeah.
Yeah, way before they could build anything like that.
Okay, so no ancient civilization.
Well, I mean, we can't completely rule out humans being there.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what about more recently?
Oh, okay.
There are these Polynesian legends that say they reached the ice in 650 AD.
Wow.
So it's possible.
Well, maybe not a whole civilization.
Right.
But people were there.
Maybe, temporary camps.
Oh, like explorers?
Yeah, maybe that's what we're seeing in these satellite images.
That would be amazing.
It would.
Okay, so that's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But it gets even crazier, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because there's all this stuff happening in Antarctica right now.
It's not just the past.
Right now.
Yeah.
What about these, what are they called? Polynyas.
Polynyas, yeah.
Yeah, those giant holes in the ice.
Yeah, it's like a giant hole appears and then it's gone.
And then it comes back.
Yeah, they reappear.
That's insane.
It happens in Antarctica.
How is that even possible?
So Scientists, they call them polynyas.
Right.
They're gaps in the sea ice.
Okay.
And they're caused by these powerful cyclonic storms.
Storms.
Yeah.
So the storms just, like, break up the ice.
Yeah, and create these areas of open water.
Wow.
Within the sea ice pack.
Oh. So are they dangerous, like, for ships?
They can be.
Okay.
Pretty hazardous to navigate, yeah.
Okay, but they must be important for something, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What?
They're crucial for regulating the global climate.
Really?
It's like, imagine them as these giant chimneys, and they allow heat to escape from the ocean into the atmosphere.
So that affects the weather all over the planet.
Yeah, it influences weather patterns globally.
That's crazy.
It is pretty amazing.
And then there's this whole thing about parallel universes.
Oh, yeah, that was big news.
From Antarctica.
Right.
So what was that all about?
Well, NASA, they have this experiment called ANITA.
Okay.
And they detected this unusual particle behavior in Antarctica.
What kind of particles?
It's complicated, but basically, some people think it means there's this mirror universe.
A mirror universe?
Yeah, where time runs backwards.
Wait, where?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Time running backwards.
That's what they're suggesting.
Is that even possible?
I mean, it's probably a misinterpretation of the data.
Okay.
Like, the data is strange.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean parallel universes.
Okay, so not parallel universes yet.
Not yet, but who knows?
This is so cool.
It is pretty amazing.
Antarctica is way more interesting than I ever thought.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much going on there.
And we've only just scratched the surface.
I can't wait to hear more.
Well, stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive.
Yeah, we're going to explore even more.
Strange phenomena.
Controversial images.
And maybe a few more hints of those ancient civilizations.
I am so ready for this.
It's going to be good.
Let's do it.
Right? All right. Welcome back to our deep dive into all the mysteries surrounding Antarctica.
I am so ready for this.
Right.
Last time, we talked about all this crazy stuff.
It was pretty wild, yeah.
Like the ice melting.
Yeah.
To show us, like, settlements from a long time ago.
Right.
And then there's that theory about Chinese explorers and the polynyas.
The giant holes in the ice.
Yeah, that can affect the whole planet's climate.
It's crazy, right?
It blew my mind.
Yeah, and
But you were saying that all these things might be connected somehow.
Exactly, yeah.
I've been thinking about that all week.
Okay.
Like, what if it's all part of, like, one big puzzle?
That's a great way to think about it.
And we're just, like, putting the pieces together.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that Google Earth image.
Okay.
That looked like a medieval castle.
Oh, yeah, the Mon and Bailey.
Yeah, that one I was kind of hoping we'd find, like, knights, you know.
Oh, wow.
Jousting with penguins.
That would be something else.
I know, right?
But it's most likely just a frozen lake.
Oh.
That partially drained.
Okay.
And it just looks like a castle.
Oh, man. So no penguin jousting?
Probably not.
That's too bad.
But, you know, it shows how our brains, like, want to see patterns.
Right, right.
Especially when we're talking about something like Antarctica.
So mysterious.
Exactly.
Feeding you things that look like something else.
Okay.
What about that deep canyon?
Oh, yeah, under the Denman Glacier.
8 times deeper than the Dead Sea.
It's massive.
Is it possible there's, like, a lost city down there?
Ooh, a lost city.
Or, like, a secret bunker from some ancient civilization?
I mean, those are fun to think about.
I know, right.
But probably not very likely.
Okay, so what is it then?
Well, it probably shows, like, how complex the geology is down there.
Right.
We're just starting to, like, figure it out.
So instead of a city, we might learn about how Antarctica formed millions of years ago.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That's still pretty cool.
It is really cool.
And it can help us understand how it's changing now.
Right, because
But what might happen in the future?
things are changing rapidly.
Yeah, remember those crazy high temperatures?
Oh, yeah, the record-breaking one.
Almost 65 degrees.
It's hard to believe, right?
I know, that's like...
Practically T-shirt weather.
I know, in Antarctica.
Wild.
It's crazy. And the documentary said that the melting ice could actually help us find more secrets.
That's the silver lining.
Right, so like as the ice melts, will we be able to see more of the canyon?
Potentially, yeah.
And other hidden stuff?
It's likely, yeah.
So it's kind of like...
a double-edged sword.
Yeah, exactly.
It's bad,
Yeah.
but it also presents opportunities
for
scientific discovery.
Right, like a race against time.
Exactly.
Before everything's gone.
We're going to learn as much as we can.
Okay, but you mentioned other mysteries.
Oh, yeah.
Like weirder stuff.
Antarctica is full of surprises.
Give me some examples.
Okay, so Remember those magnetic and gravitational anomalies?
Oh, yeah, where the compasses go crazy?
Yeah, and gravity acts weird.
Like, what could cause that?
Well, there are some theories. Some people think there could be like giant structures underground, caverns, maybe hidden lakes, and they're messing with the gravity.
So something huge under the ice.
Potentially.
That we can't even see.
That's the idea.
Affecting gravity.
Exactly.
Wow. And you said this might be connected
to the other mysteries.
To the polynyas and...
and that particle behavior.
From the Anita experiment.
Right. It could all be related.
So it's not just separate things.
It might be a whole web of weirdness.
A web of weirdness.
All connected.
Stemming from something deep under the ice.
That's what some researchers believe.
And I bet there are some crazy conspiracy theories about this.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like secret underground bases, ancient alien artifacts, even portals to other dimensions.
Portals to other dimensions.
That's a popular one.
I can see why people come up with those theories.
With all the strange stuff happening.
It's like the perfect setting.
Yeah, it really is.
But even without all that,
yeah,
there's so much we don't know about Antarctica.
It's amazing, right?
It challenges everything we think we know.
Pushes the boundaries.
Okay, let's bring it back down to Earth for a second.
All right.
What about the animals in Antarctica?
Oh, yeah, the creatures.
Like the ones in the ocean?
Yeah, the Antarctic Ocean is full of life.
So much we haven't even discovered yet.
Exactly, yeah.
Like those ice fish.
Oh, yeah.
With the transparent blood.
It's crazy how they've adapted
to survive in that cold.
To the frigid water.
Yeah.
And the oxygen levels.
They're just one example, right?
Oh, yeah. There's so much biodiversity.
Like what else?
Giant squid.
Wow.
Colossal jellyfish.
No way.
Penguins that can dive really deep.
Really deep.
Hundreds of feet.
It's like another world down there.
A whole underwater world.
And it makes you wonder what else is down there.
Yeah.
Like maybe creatures we've never even seen before.
It's possible.
Only even prehistoric ones.
That have survived for millions of years.
Wow. Do you think that's possible?
It's definitely possible.
The ocean's so vast.
So vast and deep.
And isolated.
Perfect conditions for, unique life forms.
So we've only explored a tiny bit of it.
A tiny fraction.
That's incredible.
It is pretty amazing.
Okay, you've convinced me. I have to go to Antarctica.
You should. It's a
Maybe not the ocean part, though.
Oh.
Those ice fish kind of creep me out.
Yeah, they're pretty strange.
But seriously, Antarctica is way more interesting than I ever thought.
It really is.
It makes you realize there's still so much to discover.
Yeah, in this world.
And who knows, maybe in part 3.
Yeah.
We'll get even closer to solving these Antarctic mysteries.
That's the goal.
I can't wait. All right, welcome back, deep divers.
To our final part.
Yeah, the final part of our Antarctic adventure.
It's been a journey.
We've covered so much.
We have.
Melting glaciers, ancient mysteries, strange creatures.
Parallel universes.
Oh, yeah, don't forget the parallel universes.
How could we?
I know, right? But the most interesting thing for me is that all this stuff might actually be connected.
Yeah, that's been a recurring theme, hasn't it?
Yeah, like what if there's one thing that explains it all?
Like a key.
Yeah, a key to unlock all the secrets of Antarctica.
That's a really intriguing thought.
But how do we even start figuring that out?
Well, remember those weird magnetic and gravitational anomalies?
Oh, yeah, the ones where compasses go crazy?
Yeah, and gravity acts differently.
What was the explanation for that again?
Well, some researchers think it could be because of these mountains.
Mountains.
Yeah, the Gamburtsev Mountains.
I've never heard of those.
They're buried under miles of ice in East Antarctica.
Under the ice?
Yeah, like we've never actually seen them.
Wow, how big are we talking?
They're huge, like the size of the European Alps.
And they're just hidden under the ice?
Completely hidden.
That's crazy. So how did they get there?
They formed millions of years ago.
Before the ice?
Way before.
Wow, so what does that have to do with the magnetic stuff?
Well, scientists think the Gamburtsevs might be made of really dense rock.
Okay.
And that could be messing with the gravity.
So it's like a hidden mountain range made of weird rock.
Possibly.
That's affecting gravity.
Yeah, and maybe even more than that.
Like what?
What if those mountains are creating, like, a hot spot under the ice?
A hot spot.
Yeah, and that could be why the ice is melting faster in some areas.
Oh, okay.
And maybe even contributing to those polynyas.
So the mountains are affecting the ice.
Right.
And the ice is affecting the polynyas.
Exactly.
Which then affects the climate.
It's all connected.
And what about those weird particles from the Anita experiment?
Well, some scientists think the Gamburtsevs
Yeah.
might be creating a magnetic field.
Because of the weird rock.
Exactly. And that could be messing with the cosmic rays.
And that's what Anita detected. That's one theory.
So these mountains we can't even see could be affecting glaciers, particles, everything.
It's wild, right?
Mind-blowing.
It really shows how much we don't know.
Are scientists trying to learn more about these mountains?
Oh, yeah, there have been expeditions. They've used radar and seismic imaging to map them.
So we have a map of mountains we've never seen.
It's pretty amazing.
I wonder what it would be like to actually go there.
To see them with your own eyes.
Yeah, but I guess it would be really hard.
Incredibly challenging.
And expensive.
Definitely.
But maybe it would be worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
Imagine the discoveries we could make.
But we have to be careful.
Right, we don't want to damage the environment.
Antarctica is a fragile place.
Speaking of the environment,
Yes.
what about all those creatures in the ocean?
Ah, yes. The mysteries of the deep.
Do you really think there could be prehistoric animals down there?
It's definitely possible.
The ocean's so unexplored.
It's vast and mysterious. It's like a whole other world down there.
We've already found such strange creatures.
Like the colossal squid.
Exactly, and the ice fish with transparent blood.
Yeah, so who knows what else is out there?
It's exciting to think about.
What if those Gamburtsev mountains are affecting the ocean too?
That's an interesting thought.
Like creating hotspots underwater.
Maybe like underwater volcanoes?
Yeah, that could be creating new species.
It's definitely possible.
We started with mountains.
And now we're talking about underwater volcanoes.
And prehistoric creatures.
It's all connected.
It's like we're in a sci-fi movie.
Antarctica is full of surprises.
So what's the big takeaway from all this?
I think the most important thing is to remember that Antarctica is more than just ice.
It's a place where so much is happening.
Past, present, future.
It could change everything we know about the world.
And maybe even ourselves?
And with the ice melting?
Who knows what we'll find?
Ancient civilizations.
Strange phenomena.
And new creatures.
The possibilities are endless.
Antarctica reminds us that there's still so much to discover.
In this world and beyond.
So, to all our listeners,
keep exploring.
Keep those minds open.
And stay curious.
You never know what you might find.
Even in your own backyard.
Maybe one of you will be the one to solve the mysteries of Antarctica.
We can only hope.
Until then, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
And as always, stay curious, my friends.